It's your boy Girl here, back with another video, and today I got a special video, guys. Man, today we're back with another Dragon Ball Legends video. Today we're gonna be talking about more about this possible part 2 hit. And I just kind of wanted to make a prediction video just based off the stuff that we've been kind of seeing, based off from the Dragon Ball Legends Twitter account and some of the stuff that we got recently after the part 1 Goku Black banner and transforming Goku Black, transforming Vegeta Blue banner. So I wanted to make a little prediction video. I might be completely wrong in my prediction video, but I feel like this will be a pretty cool video for you guys. Having a lot of updates tonight as well, which can be pretty nice. And without further ado, let's get straight on to the video. If you guys enjoyed this, subscribe to the channel, road to 16K, and let's get started. So you guys see here, like, Legends Fest basically started here. You guys see how it's basically ending until January 2022. So we already got part 1. You know, some people already kind of have their feelings about how part 1 escalated, how it finished. Full future part for part 1. Not a lot of people really like that idea of the full future theme. And then, you know, Goku, Vegeta Blue being arguably one of the best characters in the game, number 2. And then, you know, everyone's issues really with transforming Goku Black. I already made a video about do I think he really sucks as a character and everything like that. You guys can check that out with the whole new Cell, Frieza, and then Maya in general. But next in a couple weeks we're going to be getting part 2. Part 2 usually starts around the second week of December. So we have this is the first week of December. So next, maybe, I don't know if it will be next week, possibly next week, or the week after that. In the middle of, yeah, around the middle of December, maybe like the 13th of December. We should get the part 2 informations and leaks and reveals and stuff and everything like that. So I wanted to talk about the recent stuff that we've been getting and everything like that. Let me actually move. Yeah, let's actually talk about the part 2 of last year. So part 2 of last year, you guys see December 13th, it got released. And we got this whole new concept of a Game Originals character. We had Goku Bardock here. A pretty cool concept, not gonna lie. I'm not the biggest fan of the banner, but I feel like people were pretty hype about this. Like, this is something completely different and no one was able to guess. And I felt like this concept was pretty cool. Now, I think, like I said, banner could definitely be better, but the fact that they was the first, were they the first characters with indestructible? I think they were the first character with that concept, and then the fact that Game Originals thing. I think this was a pretty cool part 2. No one was able to guess it. You guys see there, yeah, the indestructible makes his debut, so they was the first character with that. And then they had like the tag green and blue color wheel as well for the tag characters, and they had the whole little event about them defeating Frieza together. I feel like they did pretty well with this part. Maybe they could have added an extra little 1% sparking. That would have been a little bit nice, but I feel like this was pretty new, and I think a lot of people like this. So what I'm thinking is, what if they introduce, you know, a Game Originals character as well? Maybe they do it again for part 2 of Legends Fest. Maybe it's a Legends Fest type of thing when they do Game Original characters. So I kind of wanted to do a little theory on based off the stuff that we've been seeing, and possibly could be getting maybe a Vegeta Clan Game Originals character. So let's talk about it. So the first character we want to talk about is going to be the free-to-play Trunks that got dropped. Now, this free-to-play Trunks is more catered to Future itself. If you actually take a look at his Z abilities and the stuff that he buffs, you guys see here Future event exclusive and weapon wielder. So I don't think this character really was targeted more for the Vegeta Clan. I think this character is really part of the part 1, especially with Mai and the Daima characters and Future and event exclusive. Even though, like, this character can be ran on the Vegeta Clan, his Z ability and his abilities, buffs and stuff says otherwise. I really feel like he wants to be ran with these 3 tags compared to Vegeta Clan. But the main issue I kind of wanted to talk, not the main issue, but the one that kind of caught me off guard was this Zenkai Trunks. It's not really based off him being part of the future, but it's based off his Z ability. The Zenkai ability that he got when he gets his Zenkai. So you guys see here we actually scroll down here. Where is his Zenkai ability? I don't think it actually shows, does it? Let me actually click this. I think I gotta click that. Yeah. I think it shows it. Yeah. So you see his Zenkai ability. It buffs green hybrid Saiyans. Now for part 1 and part 2, we didn't really get anything regarding to green Saiyans, which was green hybrid Saiyans, which was pretty interesting. Now I know that for I know for what's the name. I know for whenever we got like the DBS Broly and we got like the Kid Buu and we got CMZ. Their Zenkais didn't really correlate with anything as well for the 6th anniversary, but I just wanted to point that out. The fact that they went towards the green hybrid Saiyan could be interesting. I just felt like they could have definitely did green future or green or green what's the name, or they could even Zenkai that green Goku black and did green futures for that be a better Z ability Zenkai buffer for transforming Vegeta blue. But the fact that they went for this guy for green hybrids could, maybe suits maybe for like a maybe like a Trunks character maybe soon, maybe a game originals Vegeta and Trunks character. So I just wanted to point that out there. I don't think this is a good enough argument, but the fact that his Zenkai is more for the green hybrids instead of green future was pretty interesting to me. So I just wanted to point that out there. Now next, this is where like I started to really focus more off the Vegeta Clan originals character. It's based off these three things that they posted last night. First of all, we got a unique equipment for Soda Hope Trunks here, so he's still part of the future theme thing, which is pretty nice, right? He's getting a plat. He already got his Zenkai, so I'm curious to see what his plat is going to do. Usually, the main thing that we're going to focus on is going to be his slot 3. Slot 3 is usually when they get them the pretty nice, insane abilities. So he might get like certain damage afflicted, but depending on what team he's on. So if one of them is like being part of Vegeta Clan or Future and Hybrids, that's probably the best 3 tags for him to be a part of. Hopefully Vegeta Clan is one of them, because I know that Vegeta Clan is one of the teams that's kind of just not have been getting a lot of love recently. So hopefully that one of his little buffs that he gets based off his slot 3 of his plat equipment is Vegeta Clan instead of like weapon wielders or Future or or Hybrid Saiyan. So hopefully that Vegeta Clan is definitely one of them there. And then after that here we will have this upcoming Zenkai character here, the Super Saiyan Blue Zenkai Vegeta that's coming. You guys see here, he basically getting all these buffs and everything like that. Unlock all his uniques to get buffs based off the number of Vegeta Clan and Future in your party. So the fact that it has Vegeta Clan here and Future is pretty nice. So I think that he's just gonna have a little bit more. He'll have a little bit more value since he's getting that extra little buff from Vegeta Clan and Future. We already know that when he dropped around the 2nd anniversary, he's kind of more catered towards the Future tag when he first dropped with that red Super Saiyan Blue Goku. Him and Vegeta Blue, that synergy was pretty insane. Part of that Future team just because of his support and his death buff that he gets while he's on the field. So every time he lands a card, he gives support for his allies, and then when he switches out, he gets cards and key. And then when he dies, death buffs with Dragon Balls. So I'm curious to see how his Zenkai, like what his Zenkai abilities are going to be. Is it going to be purple Vegeta Clan or is it going to be purple Future? Depending on if it's that'll be pretty interesting. Hopefully it's purple Vegeta Clan, because then that'll kind of help with my little theory that I'm kind of cooking up right now. And then last but not least, we got this free-to-play Vegeta. Now, I know that this person is from Majin Buu Saga, but the interesting thing about him is the stuff that he's buffing here, it does not include Majin Buu Saga. You guys see here, it characters buff character Goku, which is interesting. That's like mad glaze. Vegeta Clan and event exclusive. So it doesn't say anything about Majin Buu Saga. Even though we got like a whole campaign about Majin Buu Saga, we got it from part 1 with Shin and Fusion Vegito, then Ultimate Gohan and Evil Buu, and then recently with Gotenks and Majin Buu Good and then Majin Vegeta. The fact that he still didn't really buff anything with Majin Buu Saga is pretty interesting. The fact that they replaced Majin Buu Saga with character Goku instead is something that that piqued my interest in terms of what they could be doing for the part 2 of the Legends Fest of this year. So Vegeta Clan event exclusive. So a lot of this stuff, right here, we got Vegeta Clan. Here's a Vegeta Clan buff, and I'm assuming that one of his slot 3s are going to be focusing on Vegeta Clan damage afflicted buffs here. And then last but not least is kind of like my theory here. So what I wanted to do was bring up this character as well. If we have to take a look at Vegeta Clan, the team is actually not that bad, especially since they have arguably the best character in the game, Vegeta. All they kind of really need is a pretty good secondary character to be ran alongside him. So maybe a character that's either green, green or blue would be really nice just to match his color wheel. He has endurance and everything like that. And depending on how good they make this sort of whole Trunks, you already have like a yellow and you already have like a blue character. Depending on how good his plat is, I really think they might make his plat a lot better than the past plats that we got with LF characters. I really do hope that they make it better. I definitely think they're going to try to push hard for this Vegeta Clan team that they can make, especially since they already have one of the better characters in the game with Majin Vegeta here. And now that comes to my last thing here is what character do I think it's going to be. Now when it comes to game original characters, they usually, based off what we've seen with this Goku and Bardock, it really feel like they gotta have a synergy in terms of like who's their main enemy, if that makes sense. So we take a look at Goku and Bardock, like these are basically moments when they're fighting against Frieza, so it look like their main character that they fight against is Frieza. I think they need to have a common enemy for these game original stuff to work, based on what we're seeing here. So when it comes to Vegeta, excuse me about that, with Vegeta and Trunks, we basically gotta kind of have to find a common enemy for them that they both face. Maybe that's what's probably what they're gonna do with Vegeta Clan characters. I mean, game original characters. So, for example, like the DBS Broly and the DBZ Broly, they're both main targets. Like what, Goku, right? And then you could do the Gohan and Beast Gohan. Like one is Cell in a sense. Now one is Cell Max and the other one is Cell, but Cell is kind of like the common denominator between those two. So when it comes to Vegeta and Trunks, we kind of have to think about like who are the enemies that they've both fought. Now that doesn't mean that they have to win against them, because we've seen that Bardock didn't beat Frieza, but Goku did. So I just feel like all it needs is just to have them, both of them fighting the same characters. So there's three characters in mind. One I could think of is the most common one is probably going to be Cell. That a lot of people is thinking about is Cell. Then after that, you do have Frieza now. Now, granted, Trunks fought Mecha Frieza, Vegeta fought the non-Mecha Frieza, and then the third thing is actually Majin Buu. If you guys remember in the anime that Trunks is actually talking about how he kind of like whenever he fought Majin Buu, like how he kind of defeated him. So they kind of both fought Majin Buu as well. Now I don't know which one out of the three that they're going to use, but I feel like that'll be pretty interesting to see like which common character, or they might not even just have something like this. Maybe just only for Goku Bardock, just to make that whole little event thing. But I feel like we could be possibly getting a game originals Vegeta Clan character. And if you guys play Spark and Zero, I'm about to like maybe spoil it for you guys. So if you guys don't want to see it, then definitely click off this video. But it could be something similar to like maybe a Final Flash Vegeta and Trunks that they do when they fight against Cell. Like when one of the what if scenes is a Final Flash father son Final Flash with Trunks and Vegeta together, both fighting against Cell. You guys see here, based off my thumbnail, you guys gonna see this pic here, which is pretty nice. So I feel like we could possibly get a game originals Vegeta Clan character game originals. And if I had to pick the color, I feel like it might be green and purple. You guys see here, like for the Goku and Bardock, I mean, you have one that's blue and one that's green. So green is actually stronger than blue. So I kind of did the same concept where purple is stronger than green in a sense. So if they are purple and green, that'll be really nice, because one, you can have a synergy with Majin Vegeta's Sword of Hope Trunks depending on how good he is, right? And you can have the green, yellow, blue option, and then say you switch into Trunks and it's purple, then you have the yellow, blue, purple option. So I feel like that would be a nice color wheel if you have that green and purple color. And then with the Zenkais here with the Trunks buffs, green hybrids, so that can help with that tag, that green and purple tag game originals, because Trunks, one of them, they're going to have green and then hybrids with Trunks. And then with the new Vegeta, you have purple here. And I don't know what he's going to buff with his Zenkai ability, but if it is Vegeta Clan, then it will help out with the purple side of Vegeta, depending on if they're blast attack or strike attack. You have one that's more catered to a strike attack Z ability for the team, with his regular Z ability and Zenkai ability, and then based off his regular Z ability and Zenkai ability, if it's purple Vegeta Clan, then that will help on that side of things. So that's pretty much my theory here. Let me know what you guys think. Possibly, maybe get a game of originals Trunks and Vegeta. We could possibly chance, especially with mods of Vegeta being ran around. They could definitely do that for sure. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, and rough. I'm out. Peace.